So this is part 3 of the house saga, and the first thing you'll notice is the porch is now on and the yard is a bit cleaner. The house has finished vomiting materials, though there's still a lot in there that we have to change, but this was the number one thing. This porch was so bad that it was on the verge of collapse. When we took it apart, it all fell apart, and I mean literally collapsed. Thankfully we had pillars in place holding it up, some temporaries, and these are the new pillars we got. White pine with primer, and they have plastic right now, but we shored the roof up, put them in place. The deck has all been redone, pressure treat, and these old windows are still here, but one of the ones I did is this one here, and that's basically a sideways sliding window. Stepfather got that for 30 bucks, and we finally got lights on the house. That's the other big thing. The house is now electrified. We also replaced these windows, and you notice the ground is a lot freer of vegetation. I've done the clearing in the yard pretty much. But we got these, I think these are 3060s. They're 6 feet tall, 3 feet wide. And I only could get 3 of them. I have to order for this one. This is also going to be a double when it's completed. But that's pending. Those things are $131 a piece for those. So gotta get them when we can come to them. But still lots of little stubs and things in the yard, but the yard is now mowed. You can actually walk around this house without killing yourself. And these windows will be the next to be replaced. Closed that window and the damn glass pane just fell right out on the ground. I had to stuff it back in there with something to hold it. So that's there. These are all aluminum. There was no replacement needed for these. They're in reasonable shape, but the trim's going to need reworking. The actual windows are in good shape though. And this is still pending. And if you'll notice, when we unburied this lid was smooth. This lid was complete. It was just inverted. Now it has a hole in it. The theory to this is it gets pitch black out here at night, and apparently somebody may have been snooping around and didn't see it when I wasn't here, and they got them boots full of shit. It's most likely what happened. They probably got half their body full of shit. So it looks like they went on down in there. It's a pretty good size hole. But I haven't had problems with snoopers since then. And all of this is pretty much the same. This was the squid. This was how I powered the house until we actually got real electricity. This box has 6 cables with pigtails coming off of it that were tied into the wiring that came down from there. And it has a long extension cord type plug. It was just designed to keep lights on. But that's how we were lighting it. Now the generators and batteries are off in storage until we need them again. And this we discovered. This, I'm going to hold on to this iPod because I don't want to drop it. We thought it was an old water cistern. It's a 36-inch well. You can draw water in a bucket up out of that. Not drinkable quality. Take about a gallon of bleach to fix that. And Darren's down visiting me today. Hello. And this is the back porch that my dad built on, and built this overhang thing so you wouldn't get rained on. We found out that the roof is, I think, 29 gauge galvalume. The stuff is hard as a rock. You can't even bend it. So we actually came out really good with that. And I'll show you one more thing. I don't think I can pause the video, so we got to walk over there again. These things are just start, stop, start, stop. So I think they are. Don't these pause? You can pause it, can't you? This is the other thing we discovered. We took the bottom 2 pieces of siding off. This sill is good, but this sill is toast. This is supporting the entire weight of the house. This one rotten beam, this is supporting the entire front of the house. So we've got to put some 4x6s under it with 40-ton jacks, shore that up, and replace that piece. And the prize, this is the greatest thing right here. We finally got electricity in this house. So that's a great thing right there. That changed a lot of this, how you live out here. But that's about it. That's the major things on the outside that have been done. So I'll walk inside and show you all what's been done on the inside. So beginning now, this is something, we finally got the steel doors put in there, 36-inch steel doors. We still have to trim them out. That's why you can see daylight through there. There's some shims got to go in, but they do work. And the house is a wreck, but we got, I don't know if this was in the last video, we got all the paneling down, and this is what we found. Extreme soot and smoke at the tops of the sheetrock. But you can see here with the bigger windows how the living room looks now. That's in way more light. They're low E windows. We've got to put the insulation. The other thing we discovered that was really weird, apparently they built all these houses this way. There is no insulation, siding and studs. That's how they built them back in the 40s, apparently. There is rock wool in the roof.
This is not asbestos.
Yeah, no asbestos, thankfully. That, I did check it, and there's no asbestos in it.
And the drywall's not asbestos.
Yeah, it's actually gypsum. And bathroom has not been modified yet, but we do have electricity, and this is the battery. We have a travel trailer on the other side, and this battery actually goes out there to run the lights. So we're charging it up. And we got the TV out. We still don't have the carpet, but you can see we got this window here. That's all done. It's got a good view to the outside, if the camera will let me. Yeah, there it goes. And the newer windows have the luxury of screens. When you only have those open, the mosquitoes do not carry you off. This is the airlock. This is where I've been living. This is the room where I have been living. I've moved everything since this room had already been reconstructed. This is actually here because it was really, really bright, and I also like my privacy. And I don't have any curtains, so the insulation is blocking the windows, but this is my put together kitchen. I have a propane stove that goes on it. It's been packed down. It's in my rocket box. That's what that is. And just a little 5,000 BTU air conditioner. Got lamps, work desk, food supply, random items packed here and there. But you don't go in or out through that door, you go in or out through the airlock. Because that door is just poked in a hole. But I've been out here about 5 days now, and it's pretty nice. And that's about it for in here. I'll show y'all what's going on in the kitchen in just a little bit.